And hello, everybody. Welcome to SEN After Live. I am J Wade.
Oh, shit. I'm Kalyn.
And we are keeping this one. I'm going to roll with this one. And holy shit, fuck Batman. It sounds like we definitely got one today. We are here on episode number 2. Kalyn has obviously gotten into the groove by now. And we've got a special guest with us tonight. David B. is in the house. What's up, buddy?
Hey, hello. Good to be here. Thank you for inviting me. I'm coming off a head cold, so if I'm very lame, I apologize, but I'm gonna try to amp it up for you guys. Worst comes to worst, I could just play something like an instrument to talk for me. That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, as long as it's the Seinfeld theme.
Oh, I don't know it, but if I get lame, so like ask me a question about what I thought about the Mandalorian real quick.
What did you think about the Mandalorian?
I concur.
Right?
How do we know what's good and what's bad? Like, so what's something you dislike?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. Just ask a question. Let's see. I'll try something. Just go for it. Ask something.
Do you like cottage cheese? Oh, that's a no.
Oh, I've got one, David.
Yeah,
and I'm sorry. This is going to be a sore one, dude. This is going to open. This is going to be. It's going to cut, dude. But
all right. I'm ready.
How do you feel about all of these accusations about the Astros having cheated in the World Series to win in 2017?
Oh, that sounds like anger.
Yeah,
Oh,
not
wow.
cool, man.
This actually works. All right, I'm done talking. Bass, take it away.
Oh, that's awesome.
Great. That's great. Oh, yes, this is definitely going to be a fun night, guys. Oh, man. First, before we get into some SEN Live stuff, let's talk some Schmoedown stuff, because they've been dropping the big tournament has been going on right now. What do we all think so far? I'm enjoying it very much. There are a couple matches I've not caught, but what I've seen, I'm enjoying very much.
Well, I'm completely up to date as of today.
Like that, Christian. Oh, wait, no, it's the storylines, Kalyn. It's the storylines. You've got to watch the little storylines and stuff. Christian, I've been watching them, dude. I've been watching them.
I have as well, and I will say this much. The Wildberries had a very funny little not their actual introduction, like coming into the match, but like when they're on the mics beforehand, because Josh McCouga's shirt had green in it, and they're in front of a green screen, so his shirt was like blending into the background. And also,
dude, I didn't catch that.
Oh my god, it was so freaking funny. And also, the movie guys win for the best, like, shit talking, because they were playing against Shazam, which is Bibiani and the kid. And in their little mic thing before the match, they sang "Kill the Beast" from Beauty and the Beast. And it was pretty good. He did Paul Preston Paul.
Yeah, Paul Preston.
Paul Preston. Okay.
Yeah.
When people have two first names, I often confuse them. And he did a pretty good job of it, I have to say. So that's been my experience so far. What about y'all?
Can I just say, for that Beauty and the Beast bit, like right before that video dropped, Eric, Nerd Chronic, the guy who does all the promo videos for the Schmoedown, he like hit me up on Twitter. He's like, "Hey, can you write music for this real quick?" And I was like, "Yeah, when you need it by?" And he was like, "Tonight." And I was like,
"Oh my gosh,
is it cool if it's just one instrument?" He's like, "Yeah, don't break your back over this." So I just quickly like looked up the chords for the Beauty and the Beast song, and I was like, is Preston relatively in pitch? And I was like, "Oh, he is." So I just started writing the guitar part for that. So it's little like dent in the background. That's your boy.
Awesome!
It's awesome, dude.
Yeah. I just
Nice.
this is a deep cut though. I have like one little gripe, and it's nothing against Eric. I should have mentioned it. For any musical nerds out there, the melody for that song starts on a pickup, meaning that it doesn't start on count one. It starts before count one. So the guitar really should have came in when he sings the third word. Which I think the melody is like what are the first three words of that song? Can anyone remind me?
Through the mist, through the woods.
Yeah. So right when he goes through the mist is right on the downbeat, and that's when the guitar should have come in. So it's to my musical ears, it's just me. This is just meant for musical nerds out there. It sounds like the guitar's a little bit ahead when really it's just like, oh, it's because he should have dropped the guitar on the word mist, not on right on through, if that makes sense.
I gotcha. I can, so I've seen the animated Beauty and the Beast like 700 times. So I'm hearing the song playing in my head, and I kind of understand what you mean, even though I don't speak music. Yeah.
So essentially, it just means that sometimes some songs don't start right on one; they start right before. Like through the mist, through the woods, da da da.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 1, 2, 3 through the mist, and there's one right on mist. Yeah, that's just deep cut for your listeners only for the SEN Afterlife fanatics. That's for you guys. Don't tell Eric though, or Christian, or anybody else. Keep that between us.
Okay, we will do that. I do have to say now. I know that you've not seen the most recent match, and a lot of our viewers maybe have not, since it is the most recent, so I will not spoil who wins the match. And I'm talking about Loose Cannons versus Crimson Fury. But I will say that what was really on point during this match was Miss Movie's Brienne Chandler's cleavage. It was awesome.
Yes. Only because you brought that up will I completely agree with you. It was not.
You jumped in. You were like, "Yes, I must comment."
Well, I mean, maybe it's because this is all fresh in my head because I just watched the episode maybe about an hour ago. But I mean, like I said, only because you being a female brought it up will I completely and wholeheartedly agree with you. Well done.
What were you asking, David?
I was just saying I'm gonna take a quick break to do some research real quick.
All right. Yeah, then you can let us know what you think.
For science.
Absolutely. It's all for the better of mankind, dude.
No. This is just for continuity's sake.
For continuity.
What minute are we supposed to be on? When does the
She's on the desk calling the match with Ellis.
Yeah, so she's there the whole time.
Yes. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay.
Do you agree? Do you concur?
Honestly, I just really love Mark's glow in this video.
Mr. PC, hey, he very likely could run into Brienne in the future. So, David, very diplomatic, dude. I like it. Well done, sir.
As a woman, I feel like it's different for me to be like, her cleavage looked great. Because it's more, I don't know, it's a little more complimentary. Whereas when a dude, it can come off sort of like
creepy.
Yeah.
And shit.
Pervy, yeah.
Well, as a guy, having a female say it first, I feel comfortable agreeing with you. Now, I'm not going to get all pervy about it because that's not necessary and it's not called for. But like I said, you stated it. I agree, and that's that.
Can I give my response through song?
Sure.
There you go. That's what I think. Does that make sense?
Feel you, brother.
Right? You feel it. Right? You get it, right?
You man.
Get it. By the way, I just want the listeners to know I was practicing bass before we started rehearsing. And then when I realized that Kalyn could hear it, I was like, oh, this is going to be a bit. I'm going to do this the whole show now.
Oh, man. Oh, I don't mind. But yeah, but back to that the family versus the Wildberries.
Yes.
one, the storyline intro, like when the Wildberries came into the building and you had the family there with Burnett, and Burnett's telling the family, you know, not to be nice and stuff. Because I mean, Guy was laughing and having a good time. Which, dude, it was really cool seeing Guy having a good time and enjoying himself and laughing like that. Not only for the opening, but during the match. But right at that opening part, when Burnett was telling him not to be nice and not to, you know, laugh or anything like that, I was like, man, I mean, it's likely not going to happen. But if the Wildberries would have somehow won that match, I think that it was in the storyline that Burnett would have ended up ditching the family because they were like being nice and chummy and having a good time at the match with the Wildberries. I could be completely wrong, but that was just something I was thinking about. But that was a great match. It was a whole hell of a lot of fun.
Yeah, for sure. I've enjoyed all of it, really. I think the only one that I didn't think was just not super eventful, I guess, was Time Machine versus Scream Queens. That one wasn't like, I mean, none of them are bad. I don't enjoy watching a Schmoedown.
Right.
But some of them, of course, if Josh McCouga is going to be there, is going to be like super eventful and fun and upbeat and whatever. So you can't beat that. So for sure it was fun, and it was a really close match. And I expected them to wipe the floor with the Wildberries.
Yeah, the Wildberries have always been like, especially the last few matches they've been surprisingly very good. Like, because they like to have fun and stuff like that. I feel like the fan base in general takes them like kind of like a goofy, not to take seriously type of team. But the last few matches, man, especially Josh, they've really come out and played hard, surprisingly. Yeah, I like the match, and I kind of agree with what Kalyn said too. First round matches, there's always like the top seed teams, right? And there's always like those bottom teams, unfortunately. It's just the nature of the game, I guess. Some people just know how to play the game better than others. But yeah, this match was surprisingly really, really fun. It was close up until like the third round. Yeah, my main question is, did anybody enjoy the family's new theme?
Yes. Yes. Whoever wrote that's good, man. You could take some lessons from them, David.
Yeah.
Yes, I definitely remember the theme.
Yeah, totally,
and it was
dude.
Definitely great.
Every time I hear a theme, I'm listening to it, and then while I'm listening to it, I'm like, that's got to be David B. It has to be David B. Every theme, dude.
Everything. Yeah, I wrote a little known fact for all you SEN Afterlife. By the way, can we just call the SEN Afterlife fans, can we just call them Sals for short? SALs. For all the Sal heads out there, I wrote everything. Everything you've ever heard, I wrote it. That famous Van Halen riff, I wrote it. Your favorite Imperial March theme from Star Wars, I wrote it.
See, I'm impressed with the Imperial March theme, but you did not impress me at all with the Van Halen bit, dude. Sorry.
Yeah, all right, I didn't write that. That's true. I couldn't.
Did you write the theme song to the New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh?
Yeah, that was me. Yeah.
Awesome. Could you sing a little bit of it for us now?
Yeah, of course. Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh. Stuffed with fluffies. Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh. A silly old bear. Right?
That is the theme from the Mini Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, but the New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh is different.
Oh, I heard you wrong. Oh, I apologize. You were breaking up. Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah. Yeah, my bad. Let me. No, I got you now. I got you. All right, y'all ready for this? Oh no, you guys are break.
Oh,
Oh, I feel like I'm Howard Stern and you're Robin, Kalyn.
Right?
Stern show.
I don't understand that reference, but okay.
I feel like we're on the Howard Stern show, and David is one of our personalities, and he's doing a bit right now, and I love it.
How are you making that noise?
It's Velcro.
Don't want to know.
It's literally this little like Velcro strap I use for my cables. It's pretty good, right? It's authentic.
Oh my gosh, dude, what the hell is going on here?
He's going through a tunnel.
I have absolutely no clue what the fuck is going on.
And that's why a kilo costs $3,000. What?
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Well, if you want a more in-depth
Thank you, Kalyn. Thank
analysis
you so much.
of the Schmoedown, you can go listen to Talkin' Schmoedown, which is on the Merc with a Movie blog feed, and that is hosted by our producer, Josh Rayner. And he probably won't talk as much about Breanne Chandler's cleavage as we did. He'll probably actually talk about like the matches and stuff a little better.
Excuse you, I didn't talk about it.
Okay.
I portrayed it through song.
Okay.
Yeah.
I doubt Josh Rayner will do that either. But you could find his show on the Merc with a Movie blog feed anywhere that you listen to podcasts.
Quick question: is Josh Rayner related to Josh, the Merc with a Movie blog?
He is the Merc with a Movie blog.
Is the same person? Yes.
Yeah, they are one and the same.
Shut the front door.
Are you being serious, or did you just now find that out?
You guys are breaking kayfabe. I don't appreciate that. No, it was a bit, dude. I know who Josh is.
Oh, I don't.
No way. Whoa, I didn't know the two in the same. Whoa.
Did you know that Dwayne Johnson that you sometimes see in movies is the same as The Rock that you sometimes see wrestling in the WWE?
Oh my god! You know what? Right, I was saying that they looked so familiar that I just thought they were like part of that big old family, right?
Christian, dude, I have no idea what's happening, dude. I don't know what's going on.
Dude, my mind's being blown. That's what's going on right now.
Oh my gosh. Right now I'm praying for some audio issues here.
No, but before, just to wrap up the Schmoedown talk.
Oh my gosh.
The match was good. I had the family going over wild berries. I love the wild berries, but I mean, I really feel like people sleep on Andrew Guy, and then like, who's his teammate? McWeenie, right?
Oh my god. Did anybody see the post on, I don't know if it was on the SEN page or the movie trivia Schmoedown page, of someone saying something about Andrew Guy, spelled Gye, and Jeff McCouga?
What?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Dude, that's a top-notch fan right there.
Everybody's like, Jeff? Who's Jeff McCouga?
Jeff McCouga!
And I can't find it again. I don't know if he realized his mistake and deleted it, but it was funny.
I am literally looking for it right now.
I tried. I couldn't find it.
Okay. That's just great. Insanity.
They
were... Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, so this week on SEN Live...
A good segue.
They had...
Just run through it.
I don't segue. You should hear me teaching. Sometimes I'm just like, okay, we're done with that topic. New topic.
But we were done. We were done with Schmoedown, and Kalyn plugged talking Schmoedown, and then I started to segue us into this next bit, and then David takes us back to the Schmoedown, and then I tried to start us in that, and then Kalyn interrupted me.
That's what you get for inviting me to the show, dude. I keep trying.
It is. It's all your fucking fault, dude.
I keep trying to tell you guys.
Oh wow. I don't know what the fuck is going on right now. I don't have a clue.
So, J Wade, when I interrupted you, you were about to take us into the next topic. And I interrupted you.
I don't care that you interrupted me. I just like saying it and calling you out.
I just think it's funny that I interrupted what you were saying so I could say the exact same thing.
No, well, the show is great so far. SEN Live is great, but
Yes.
they've been having some audio and video issues, which to fans like us, we don't care. You know, we know it'll eventually be resolved. We understand this is the start of something new, and we get it. But yeah, Christian he's definitely on edge with it all. And yeah, Kate's outburst and her impression of him was classic.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
so
really
good.
It was. That was amazing. I think I actually cried laughing at that while it was happening.
Dude, it startled me. I think I was listening to it in my car. I just had it on, and all of a sudden she's like, "This is my impression of you, Christian." And it's just like the loudest like scream ever. I was like, "What the heck?" It was awesome though. It was hilarious.
Yeah, I came back in my office to do something while sometimes while I listen, I'll do shit around the house and I'll crank up the volume real loud so I can hear it if I go into another room. And I was back in the office and I just heard screaming and I'm like, dude, what is going on? And I run back out there and just, by the time I get out there, she's up on the chair doing the monkey, hitting her chest like an ape. And it was just great, dude. So good. She's great on that show. She's really, really funny. We always knew she was funny anyway from Collider Live, but geez, dude, this is yeah, and her and Brett together are just fucking hysterical.
Yeah.
They are great. I'm super bummed that we have not had a reunion of Kate and Winston yet, though.
Yeah, same here, but I'm sure one will be coming soon.
Yeah, it's only the second week, and like the way Christian talks about what he has planned for the show, I'm sure we're gonna get to see all kinds of weird Avengers-like mashups in the future.
Yeah, it's going to be cool. And he already had some kick-ass guests. Ben Bateman's been on a couple times.
Yeah. Dude, my favorite
Ashley
part.
Bova.
My favorite part has been the Action Army. Shout out to the Action Army, Jake, Danny, Alex, all those cats. My favorite part has been them just unabashedly giving it to Ben. It's so good, dude.
That is. That's been great.
And they're also, I don't know if y'all noticed, but they ventured over to Collider Live to screw with him over there, too.
Oh, did they?
Oh, did they? I didn't see that.
Yes. He and Andrew Guy were on there like the next day or something. And they screwed with him over there. But then they're also like, they're just a really supportive group of people. They're super supportive of Roxy. They're super supportive of Christian and all of this. And obviously they're just busting Ben's balls. Like, they're obviously super supportive of him, really. So they just seem like a really great group of people. I don't really know them or anything, but they just seem awesome.
You guys, I don't want to shamelessly plug other shows on your show, but if you guys ever have a chance to like just go on while they're live streaming or stuff, it's a really good community. It's a really good bunch of people. They're really fun. I've had I don't know if you guys remember Thrawn from back in the Collider Live days. But me and Thrawn just go on the chat room, just start trolling everybody there, especially Thrawn. Thrawn could get they're gonna get really creative with the trolling, and it's just great how they take it in stride. It's just a bunch of good people there. So shout out to C2A. I said it, C2A.
Yeah, I've watched a couple of their streams and a couple of their gone back after they've posted and watched. Yeah, they do some good stuff there. I like it. Their folks got really good personalities and stuff. It's really fun. They have a ladies' night too that is really fun to watch those girls. I've checked it out a couple times. So yeah, no worries about plugging them here, man. Plug away for them here. They got a good thing going over there. So yeah, definitely supporting them too.
Yeah, it's just a good group of fans and just a good community for sure. And they're hilarious too. I love the trader remarks. So
yeah, it is good.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
And Ben, the best thing is Ben loves them too. You know, that's what makes it all work. Is that Ben loves it too.
No, Ben, and Ben gets it. He's in on the joke.
Yeah.
And I wonder how much money Christian made off of them that day.
Oh shit!
A lot.
Yeah. Well,
so much money.
I'd say they pretty much paid for at least half of that new computer. That's great. So thank you to those guys for that alone. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, they very much thank you from all of us in the community, because God bless Christian, but that once he pointed out the frame rate thing, I could see it, and I could tell that this week it was way better.
Yeah.
And the audio has been fine, except for when the Schmoebot decides to disable the audio. And the funniest thing about the audio, though, has been the other Ben, what's his name? Goddard, holding the mic upside down.
Yeah.
The only way they could hear him.
Like a boom mic?
Yeah, that was so funny. Because they kept cutting to him.
Good for him, though. He knows how to use those directional mics. He was putting that voice directly into it to make it sound all distorted and stuff. So good for him. Good mic etiquette.
Yeah, I've got no beefs. If this were, 4 or 5, 6 months in and having these issues, then that'd be one thing. But it's completely understandable. And it ain't gonna last for long. And the show is just so fucking great that those issues don't bother me whatsoever. I don't care.
No,
Even that day where they shut it down for about 25 minutes to fix it, I didn't care.
Yeah.
I just left it on my TV and just did something else while I waited. So
yeah, and I'm pretty sure today. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure today was the first real flawless show. Like the frame rate was good, the audio never dropped. Like everything went smoothly today.
Ooh, that might be true.
I'm pretty sure today's the first day where like nothing wrong technically happened. Technology wise happened. I don't know how to say. Nothing wrong happened that was on the technical side. There we go.
Yeah. I think that might be true.
I'm pretty sure it is. I remember on today's show Christian mentioned like he was about to say that so far the show's been like really good, and you can hear Kate like, "Oh, don't you?" like telling him not to jinx it and stuff. But I think the whole show today went off without a hitch, like from top to bottom.
Yeah, I do too. But yeah, I mean, speaking of technology and how shitty it can be, what's a time in our lives when technology has just completely failed us?
Ooh.
So often. All the time.
But it has to be like an epic fail, right? Like when you desperately need it.
I don't know. Kalyn's the one who posed the question, and then her answer is all the time.
No, I have
all
one
the time.
I have one in mind, but it's a bit of a story.
Go for it. Lay it on us, girl.
Okay.
You need me to lay some backing tracks? What's the mood we're doing here?
Chaos and Murphy's Law. So I was it was the first day of the semester, and I teach at a college, and this has been a couple years back, and I was like going to get to class super early or get to work super early because I needed to print some stuff and whatever and blah, blah, blah. So I get on the road super early, and someone smashes into the back of me, like so hard that it totaled her car. And I live in Mississippi, so of course she got out of the car and I got out of my car. She hugged me and was crying. Was like, "Are you okay?" and everything.
Aw.
Yeah, and she's like, "I'm so sorry, and I have great insurance, and I'll pay for It was fine, but my husband then had to like follow me. I had to like take my car to the. No, in fact, it may have even had to be towed. I don't even think I could drive it. I've been rear-ended so many freaking times that I can't keep track of which one I could drive to the shop and which ones had to be towed. And then anyway, I ended up like having to rush to work. I'm like, I don't even have time to print anything. And it's the first day, so I should have syllabi and all sorts of stuff for them that first day, and I have nothing. So I walk into class, I tell them I was just in a car wreck, I have nothing for you, and we're in a room that's not my normal room. And it's a computer lab. So I'm just going to show them everything up on the screen, and the freaking projector wouldn't work. So that wouldn't work. So then I'm just like, okay, I don't have anything on paper. I can't project it. We eventually got some stuff uploaded onto their computer so they could see it. But I was just like, oh my God, could anything else go wrong today? And it was just like the worst way to start a semester. But then the semester improved after that. Like you could only go uphill from there. So that was good. But yeah, that was a stressful day.
Oh man, that's a story.
The
That's
teaching, the woes of being a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
The thing they always teach you about teaching is you always have a low tech backup plan. The problem is my plan A was very low tech, and it failed. And then my high tech option failed too. But so often technology fails me. I have like a tablet that I'm going to do all my notes on, and then something goes wrong and I can't do that, and I just have to go back to writing on paper or writing on the board or whatever. And yeah, it fails me constantly.
I guess piggyback off of that. I guess technically like sound sound appliances would count, right? Technology like amplifiers and speakers and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. So all right, now that we're getting on this, I had a show in October. I can tell you the date just to be like exact about it. I had a show October 26th, I think it was, and it was a charity event for veterans.
Yeah.
And I was playing with this singer from Nashville, a really great singer named Sierra Gant. Shameless plug for her. I love her. She's a great singer. You guys check her out. But she had a show for this charity event here in Houston, and she was like, "Hey, come play guitar for me." And I was like, "All right, cool." So we're outside, and they got all the sound for this whole big event coming out of one spot. I didn't know it at the time, but literally all the power was coming out of an RV. And
Oh my goodness.
if you know anything about how electricity works, they had a bunch of speakers, they had a radio station, they had all this stuff connected to the RV,
Oh
which
no.
I didn't know. So me and the guys and Sierra Gang, we all go up, we plug our stuff. They're like, "All right, sound checks." It's like, okay, the bass plays, all right, good. The drummer plays good. I play, the singer sings, all right, cool. So it's like, all right, here's the first song, and we all come in together, and all of a sudden my guitar goes,
Oh man.
Oh no.
and I'm just like, what the heck? And I'm just banging away at the strings, and it's like, kind of like when I was mimicking.
Hey.
I mean, not mimicking. I mean, when I was really breaking up earlier. But dude, I'm the type of guy, and I own up to this, and I'm trying to fix it. If anyone's trying to hire me, if shit goes wrong, I wear it on my face how upset I am.
Oh.
So I'm just like I'm scrambling because it's like we're playing through the first song. I'm the guitarist, so it's like I'm carrying the chords for the tunes, and our singer just keeps looking back at me like, "What's going on?" And I just look at her, and I'm like banging my guitar, and I'm like, "Do you hear that?" She's like, "No," and I'm like, "Exactly." So I'm just like scrummaging. The audio guy is like, he's like, oh, it must be your amplifier. And I'm like, it's not the amp, dude. It's the power to this place. Like, no, everything was working fine till you showed up. And I was like, all right, you're one of those guys. And so that made me even madder. So I'm just banging away. I don't know what the heck's going on. I unplug my pedal board thinking maybe it's just too much juice. So I unplug my pedal board. I hook it up. It works for a minute. I think, okay, we're in the clear. We all play together again. And then there goes my guitar again. So I'm like, oh my gosh, what the heck is happening? Finally, some guy comes up with his amplifier. He's like, just plug into mine. And I plug into his, and it works for some reason. And his amplifier is way bigger than mine. I think it was like 10 watts more than mine. Mine's 40 watts. I think his was like 50 watts for any of you amplifier nerds out there. And eventually, I get to play the last 3 songs of the set. It was like a 10-song set. And I'm just in the back, just with this, I hate this. I want to go home look on my face. But I play the rest of the songs. People come up. They're like, you guys were great despite everything. And I'm like, really? Really, were we great? Because I didn't hear shit. I was so mad, dude. But and God bless the guy. I don't want to say his name just in case. I don't want to make him feel bad. But our sound engineer came up later. He was like, yeah. So it turns out you guys weren't the only one losing power. Literally, power was going out throughout the whole place. I think we're sucking too much juice from the RV. And then I was like, the RV. And they're like, oh, yeah, so we were connected to the stadium we're next to, but then the power went out, so we connected it to this little tiny RV on the side of the stadium. And I was like, I hate today so much. Yeah. Oh, my God, I heard a sound in the background. But yeah.
Go on. I'll be right back. That's a cat wanting out of the office. I will be right back.
Is that what that was?
Yeah.
It literally sounded like it said, help me.
That's what she's saying. I'll be right back.
But yeah, that was the time technology, specifically electrical currents, failed me and in the most opportune moment, I guess. But we still got for anybody that knows, Houston has like their annual Houston rodeo, and based off of that show, surprisingly, we got hired to play at the rodeo. So, I mean, yeah, so something good came out of it, but I was furious that day. But yeah.
I bet.
Yeah,
And-
Totally understandable.
And you said you wear your annoyance or anger or frustration on your face.
Yeah, I wear my emotions on my sleeve. I can't hide what I'm feeling. It's really hard for me. So if I'm really upset, people can see it on my face, like, hey man, what's wrong? And I'll try to play it up like, oh, I'm just hungry or something like that. But usually it's like, oh, I know you can see it, but I don't want to talk about it. Just let it pass for me.
Gee, I wonder who else we know tell when he's angry or frustrated.
I wonder.
Christian Harloff.
Wade.
I heard something.
But me?
We're pondering, Wade. We're pondering.
Ponder.
Completely lost.
Who could it be?
Speaking of Winnie the Pooh,
Who could it be?
think.
Yes.
Think.
Speaking of Winnie the Pooh,
think.
Christian Harloff mentioned today that his kids love Winnie the Pooh, and his wife found like 8 Winnie the Pooh things on Disney Plus. And I love Winnie the Pooh so much. It's my baby's nursery theme.
Yes.
And my mom is currently making her a Christmas stocking that is in the Winnie the Pooh theme. And I have, let's see, at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31.
Yes.
At least 31, 32 VHS tapes of Winnie the Pooh.
Wow. Delicious. Delicious. Savory.
Yes.
Wrong franchise. Wrong. No, we're all owned by Disney. Stop that. Y'all don't do that.
Sorry.
Do they
Do
have
you
like
guys? Okay, whatever, dude. Winnie the Pooh. Who gives a shit? Do you guys mind if I tell you about when technology failed me, or are we
Yes,
just going
please.
to move right by me?
I was actually going to forget about you, but sure, go ahead.
No, you were. I hear what you're doing, Kalyn.
All right,
you're pushing us from topic to topic, and you're asking David how he feels after you say how you feel, and then you move to the next one.
I'm the guest, Wade. I'm the guest here, not you. Okay, we're moving on, Kalyn.
Okay, so nobody cares about when Wade technology failed him, so let's move right along. No,
we're still playing it up? Yeah, no one cares. Shut up.
I feel like collectively Craig fails us a lot. And for anyone who's listening, Craig is the bot that records this for us, and he fails us all the fucking time.
Yes, he does. But dude, my buddy and I went down. We were in Kentucky going to my uncle's cabin, and I have the directions that I've been using since I was 20 years old, and I'm trying to tell my buddy where we need to go, but he has his GPS, and he's going to trust his fucking piece of shit GPS. Mm-hmm. So he's like, he starts to turn up this gravel road, and it turns out it's an old logging road, and I'm like, dude, this is not right. I mean, I've been going down there for 20 fucking years, dude. I know what's right and what's wrong. And I'm like, this isn't right. And he keeps going, this GPS is telling me to go this way. Do we go about a mile up this logging road until we can't go up any farther. And then we got to go in reverse and back down this road with a cliff on one side of us. And it just completely – see – this was a mixture of technology and a dumbass. The dumbass listened to the technology that failed. If the dumbass would listen to the guy who had the actual written out directions, then we would have been there. But no, people got to worry about technology, and it's a Roxy thing. Except it's reverse Roxy in this case, because if Roxy would listen to her technology, she'd get where she's going. In my case, the dude listened to the technology, and we ended up almost driving off a cliff in the hills in Kentucky. It's awesome.
Oh, wow. Yep.
Have you ever seen the episode of The Office where Steve Carell's tells him to turn, so he drives into the little lake?
Yes.
Yeah. Did you guys ever wonder what happened to the cameraman that they had in the back of the car?
I hope he didn't die.
No, he's dead. He's still in that pond.
He's still in the bottom of that pond.
Yeah, The Office gets dark.
Yeah, I love that show. Such a great show.
You have to sacrifice a cameraman every now and then.
It's all for the entertainment. Yep.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And really, you can get them at any 99-cent store anyway, so we're good.
True. They've been talking a lot this week about shirts and stuff. So do you guys have any ideas for some shirts that they could make based on the first 2 weeks?
I really want them to make a shirt with that clip of who's the guy who does deep thoughts of the day or whatever on the Facebook pages, but he clipped one out of Brett and it said I'm not having an affair with anyone from Burbank. And I just want that on a shirt.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, I love it. Hey, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I was originally born and raised in California, so I would buy that shirt and then 10 of those shirts for all my friends and family.
Oh my goodness,
that's awesome.
Yeah, they were like, I'm not having an affair with someone in Burbank.
I also want one that says, "Where are the SD cards?" and it's the picture of Kate up on the chair.
Yes, yeah, that's what it could say. Yeah, because one of mine, I just had a pic of Kate on the chair screaming, but where are the SD cards with it would be great. Yep.
I personally want one of that one day where the camera was just really up close and personal to Christian's face, and the audio dropped, and you just see all hope fade from Christian's face. I want that picture in black and white, and I just wanted the bottom to say frame rates.
I want one that says schlongs out.
Oh my goodness. Now I have a question. Does schlong have a C in it?
Yeah, it should.
Oh, it
the way I
does?
spell it. The way I spell it, yeah.
I wasn't sure how to spell it, and I didn't want to type it into Google. I was afraid of what might come up.
That was
I
a wise
typed it in
choice.
my Word document, and it did not tell me I spelled it wrong, and I just spelled it SHLONGS.
Okay.
Well,
Schlong.
I just spelled it into Google. I'll take that bullet for you, Caleb. And so far, no pictures of penises. So if you want to type this in your Google, feel free. And it
Did
does
you
say,
type it with the C or without the C?
with the C?
Okay.
With the C. It says here, schlong, noun, vulgar slang, a man's penis.
So it does have a C.
Yeah.
A
Let me spell it.
man's penis. Specifically, a
Oh,
man's,
yeah, that's great. A man's penis.
not a
It's not
woman's
dog's
penis.
We can't call a dog's penis a schlong or a horse schlong. No, it's a horse dick and a male schlong.
Well, here's the interesting part. I took away the C, right, and just schlong, SH long, and it just says the penis for that one.
Hey.
So take that how you will.
So with the C, it's specifically a man's.
A man's penis, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so
According
without
to
the
Google-
C, it's any penis.
It's the penis.
A penis.
Yeah. Where's my bass? This deserves a riff. There we go.
I also want one that kind of the frame rate thing. I'd like one that says test the audio.
Oh yeah.
Did
Dude,
y'all
can
think
we-
about testing the audio first?
Can we just say, like, come on, internet. Just you really think they wouldn't do that prior to every show? You wouldn't think that anybody who's ever
Yeah.
done a show ever, live or recorded, wouldn't fucking test the audio first, knowing how faulty technology is on a daily, consistent basis? Like, come on, internet.
I record this show in my boxer sitting on the can, and even we do an audio test.
Exactly. Dude, there's something called a sound check before any concert ever, just to make sure the fucking audio works. You don't think these guys would ever do an audio check before anything? Come on, internet. Get your head out of your ass.
Yep. Well, it was great when Christian flipped off old dude in the
Oh, yes, that's
during
great.
the Star Wars
Yes.
live stream, and then wrote down his name to show to the screen so everyone knew who he was flipping. Like, you, dude. It was Scott something, started with a B. He's just like, fuck you. I was like, okay, yeah, go for it, dude. Cool.
Dude, Christian
That
sometimes, yeah. Christian's attitude sometimes is so punk rock. I love it. He's just like, I don't give a fuck. Fuck you.
Which is part of why I wish they had kept that episode of him and Thad going at it on Collider Live.
I agree, but I feel like that was more Fernandez, a Fernandez
Probably.
call rather than a Christian call. Didn't Christian say if it was up to him, he would have kept it up because he's not afraid to owning up to his mistakes. But it was more of like his name's Mark Fernandez, right? That was Mark's
yes.
call? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hell, when we had Kate Mulligan on, and she was talking about that, and she got a little in depth about that because she was there when that fight went down.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
and that was her first time in the Collider studios, and yeah, she talked about that. It was pretty cool to get her opinion, her raw opinion on it. Because at one point she's like, I don't care, I'll just say it.
Well, and I think Winston recently said that was his first appearance, and he's like, "Oh, great, my first appearance got taken off the internet."
Oh,
That's
wait.
great.
No, that's right. Kate's was not the.
Right, that was not
Kate
her
was
first.
there when they played the video, and they got taken off the live stream for playing the video.
Yes.
Kate was there for
okay.
that one. Winston
Yeah,
was
yeah.
there for the blow up with the
With Thad and Christian.
Dixie's
Yeah.
Edge.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's right.
Yeah.
By the way, that was a great interview you all did with Kate. I was listening to that on my road trip from Kansas City back to Texas, and I was like, "Oh, these guys are crushing it. They're starting to get like legit hosts, legit guests other than me. So
Hey,
congratulations.
thanks, man.
You're
I-
legit.
Wait till a couple weeks, buddy.
What? What's a couple weeks, buddy?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Oh, is it your?
Hey, don't say anything.
Is it your white whale?
What?
Is it your? White? Isn't it right? The white whale? No one knows
Might
that
be.
reference? All right, he gets it. That's an old man reference.
Might be. I
It might
don't
be
know.
your white whale.
I
We'll talk
don't
about
know.
it. We'll talk about it after.
Is that like a penis euphemism?
No, it's
Okay.
it's
Oh, Kalyn, let me get you out of that gutter, dude.
Is it your white schlong? Is it your white schlong with the sea?
Oh my
No,
god.
white whale. You remember about the sea captain going crazy because
Moby
Is it-
Dick?
yes,
Ishmael? Call me Ishmael?
yeah,
Yeah, like that. His only goal in life was to find it.
yeah,
And kill that
Okay.
damn whale.
yeah.
I-
I was literally. I want to put it on the record. Wait, right now, put it on the record. I was not making a euphemism. I was
Right.
legitimately referring to a literary classic, and Kalyn somehow brought it back to penises. I want that on the record. Put it on the record, please.
Well, if you talk to Kalyn long enough, you wouldn't have to say somehow she brought it back to penises. Kalyn tends to bring a lot of things back to some sort of sexual boobs or penises or.
I'm starting to get that vibe, and you know what?
Yeah.
I dig it. I dig
You
it.
know, while we're on
Hey,
the subject,
I dig it too. Yeah.
while we are on the subject, a viewer today posted a question, and it was basically the Schmoebot seems to really like the word schlong for penis. What's our favorite term for the vagina?
Hoo-ha.
Ooh.
What?
Hoo-ha.
Hoo-ha.
Yeah, hoo-ha.
Hoo-ha.
Hoo-ha and vajayjay are the ones that I use the most for like the last 20 years. But yeah, hoo-ha is my favorite. I love that shit.
I really like twat.
Well, I do too, but I was trying to be, there's a female in our presence and I was trying not to be crude.
But my favorite is when a Brit says twat, because they don't say twat,
Yeah.
they say twat.
Twat.
Yeah, yeah.
And it cracks me the F up. Like on Game of Thrones.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Oh,
I
it's
really,
the twat.
I really, really hate the C word, but something about the Hound
that
on Game
word.
of Thrones saying it just cracks me up.
There's something about British people and Australian people when they say it. It's just endearing. There's
Yes,
something
it's
about
not the same.
there's something about the American accent. It just sounds harsh. Like
I love
it's like,
it, dude. I especially love calling guys that, like,
Oh, that's
really,
the best.
really shitty piece of shit fucking guys, dude. Just you fucking
Yes, but that just doesn't even make sense because you're using it as I can't even think right now. I took
It's
too
like
much
calling
cold
it's like
medicine.
calling a guy a bitch, but it's next level.
It
No,
is, but the C word is in reference to a female body part. That's not a bad thing. So why would you
No,
call
it's
a
a
guy
great-
that as an insult?
it's a great thing. Some would say the greatest thing on God's green earth.
It has
The
caused
thing
many a
itself
man-
is the greatest thing on God's green earth, or a man being called that is the greatest thing on God's green earth.
Ooh,
That's-
the thing itself.
Yeah, because I don't, as a man, as me personally, who I am, I don't care what people say about anyone else or about me. But if someone were to call me a then I would. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't like I wouldn't like it if I were a guy who cared about that sort of thing. I'd be like, dude, what?
Try saying it in like in some kind of European accent. Hey, yeah.
I you bloody cunt.
No,
No,
that's not that came out American right at the end.
Yeah,
It was like a knife stab. Yeah,
you just sounded pure Texas right there.
yeah, for real.
I
dude.
was raised in Texas, dude.
I know.
You gotta. It's a soft T at the end. Oh, hey, blood. See?
I you bloody cunt.
Nope, too harsh, man. You need to stop.
Damn it, man! I can't do it. I'll just keep going with the Kunchi.
So, David, what are your favorite terms for giant?
It's definitely lot. It's definitely lot.
Yeah, kind of like that, maybe.
It's definitely not that word that makes us projectile vomit. I don't know. Taking this conversation seriously, which is really hard to do right now. I don't like vajayjay. That's too many. Vajayjay. It's just a mouthful.
See, that's because you say it JJ. It's JJ. Vajayjay.
Vajayjay.
Doesn't that sound a little bit better? Vajayjay.
You know what I really liked on today's episode? Where Christian called it in the Gary Busey voice, he called it a cockpit. That was
yes.
I put that on a shirt.
Okay.
I like that one a lot.
Now, dude. Now, of course, we could go like I'm not going to, but I could very easily go like Pornhub level stuff.
Oh,
but
no, that's gross.
We can use our.
I'm not going to go there.
We're good.
I don't know.
We can say the word twat, but we can't talk about Pornhub level shit.
Well, twat is a great word. I really love to call people
really
twat waffles.
I've called the I've called the gynecologist a vaginacologist since I was a teenager. But but sometimes I call the vaginacologist a twat doctor, and that does not go over well with the females I know.
Oh my gosh.
Going on down to twat doctor, man. It's hot up in that office.
You know one thing that I cannot stand, just because it doesn't make sense, is when people refer to their virginity as their flower.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah, you've never heard that? Legit, you've never heard that?
No.
That's
I've heard deflowering, so I guess.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess. Right.
Yes. That episode of Friends, the flashback episode with all the Thanksgivings, where Monica's talking about her flower. She's like, I'm not going to give my flower to a guy like that. And Rachel's like, if you keep calling it a flower, no one's ever going to take it from you. I don't get it. Like, it's not flower shaped at all.
No, but it tastes like a flower. Hey,
And on that note, everybody, we will be right back after this short promo break.
Hey everybody, Sean and Wade here to tell you about our new review show following each episode of Disney Plus's The Mandalorian.
Dude, yes, Boba Fett!
Not exactly, Wade. Set in the Star Wars universe, The Mandalorian takes place 5 years after Return of the Jedi and follows a Mandalorian bounty hunter beyond the reaches of the New Republic.
Yeah, Boba Fett.
Did you even watch Return of the Jedi? Never mind. Join us here every week on the Merc with the Movie blog feed. Thank God Kalyn will be here too. I don't think I can handle Wade on my own.
Hi everyone, this is Sarah, host of Go Get That Rose podcast, a podcast that is dedicated to talking about all things Bachelor Nation. Join J Wade, a man in his 40s who is recently new to all things Bachelor Nation, and myself, someone who has been watching passionately for the past 3 years, as we review, share our thoughts on each episode of whatever show is currently on TV, whether that is Bachelor, Bachelorette, or Bachelor in Paradise. We might not even know everyone's name, but we have fun nonetheless. You can find us on Merc with a Movie blog feed wherever you listen to podcasts.
Hey there, Schmoedown fans. This is Josh the Merc Rainer, and I am here to tell you about my show, Talkin' Schmoedown. Whether it's Andrew Guy getting hit with a chair, John Roca screaming, "Outlaw!" or the emotional retirement of the Shire Wolves, I talk about it all. So you can catch me right here on Anchor and all the other major podcasting platforms. So, as I ask every episode, are you ready to talk Schmoedown? I am.
it's Sarah, and I'd like to tell you about Afterlife. It's a weekly Collider Live after show podcast where Mike, Sean, and I give our takes on Roxy and Dorinda's antics, on Yodi's producing skills, and whatever Cody and Alex are up to in that booth. In addition to having guests, we expand on the crew's discussions and add our own craziness in the mix. You can find the show on Merc and Movie Blog feed on all the podcasting platforms. See you soon!
Pussy. So.
I don't like that one either.
Holy
I like
shit!
It. I like that one. I
like
think it's
that
adorable.
It's certainly not hoo-ha or vajayjay or dugout or cockpit. That's for sure.
A close second would be punani.
What?
There you go. There you go.
Just because it sounds so ethnic.
Tang.
It sounds.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, that's
It
a good
sounds
one.
Hawaiian.
It kind of does, right? It
does.
That sounds like a flower right there. Oh, he took my punani.
Nicole smile.
The horizontal smile.
Yeah, or no, vertical.
Oh, that's right.
What kind of chicks are you getting with, dude?
Hey man, I'm in the South, baby. You know what to do. You know.
No, you're just like, well, normally when I see them, they're laying on their side, so it's a vertical smile to me or horizontal to me.
Hey man, vertical, sideways, X shape.
X-shaped.
X-shaped. Oh wow.
I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm gonna stop right here.
We are definitely back from break, guys.
That's out there now. That's out on the internet.
Oh yeah.
I like to apologize to my mom and my family for tarnishing the family name.
Oh my god.
Be sure to check out those shows on the Merc with a Movie blog feed, guys. We got some good stuff going on there. And let's go straight from David saying pussy into overall thoughts on Disney Plus so far. Pussy to Disney. What a transition, guys.
What a great segue.
Totally family oriented, man. Totally family friendly shit here.
That's not a word I expect to hear on Disney Plus very often. So, there's that.
Turn on The Aristocrats and you're gonna hear it.
Oh, I love that movie. I love that doc so much.
Doc?
Oh
Aristocrats.
That's true. It's also a documentary.
No, it's called The Aristocats.
That's right.
Oh, Aristocats.
Everybody
I was wondering.
Wants to be a cat.
I was like, dude, Aristocrats, the documentary is not on Disney Plus. What the fuck is he talking about? But it's so damn good. I have to agree that it's awesome.
That was my bad. I'm sick.
Aristocats is a great movie, and in it is the little white kitten, and she says, "Ladies don't start fights, but they know how to finish them."
Yeah, there's a little white pussy in that video.
You shut your ass, David.
Like I was trying to say, I'm sick, and I also have a cold. Hey,
Oh my gosh. Oh, thank God I've not said anything too terribly bad.
Wait, was what I said bad?
I don't like that word. That word
in this
is
day
awful.
and age, dude, I don't know. I'll be looking on your Twitter feed for a Me Too hashtag.
Am I gonna be canceled? Is the internet gonna cancel me now? That's it. I had a good run, guys. I'm gonna have to come up with a new synonym.
Nah, we're not gonna cancel you, David.
Welcome back to the show, David D. Yeah, that's it.
David D in the house, everybody. David Dick in the house.
David D's nuts.
Oh my gosh.
What is this show? Why is it that every time? Like, come on, dude. Every time. Whatever. It is what it is.
It's great fun, dude. That's all it's about is fun. That's it.
As long as I can make Kalyn cringe, I feel like that was a successful show.
Well, mission accomplished today.
Oh my gosh.
So Disney Plus.
Yeah, I have the Mandalorian's the only thing I've watched on it. I've scrolled through. Well, I mean, the Marvel movies, okay, cool. I've seen all of them, and I'm not the type of person where I'm just like, oh, well, let's watch Thor, or let's watch this. I don't care about the Pixar shit. I don't care about the National Geographic shit. As far as the other Star Wars movies on there, I have them all on Blu-ray or DVD. Mandalorian is literally the only thing I've watched, so I'm pretty sure that when Mandalorian ends, I'm going to be canceling my subscription until the next Star Wars show starts. But it's that's just me. It just doesn't have the content that I enjoy to watch.
Dude, you crazy.
I agree with that. Obviously the main reason I got it was for the Mandalorian, but I also watched that Jeff Goldblum show, and I find it just so relaxing. It's just delightful, that show. And I've also just kind of quickly skimmed through some of my favorite movies, like a Goofy movie. They have Original Lion King on there, which is awesome. And then obviously like the classics like Alice in Wonderland and the Aristocats and Clone Wars, the movie and the animated series. So I'm personally very happy with it. I bought it for a year. I'll keep renewing if they keep that price. I'm very happy with it.
I hate Alice in Wonderland.
I've never seen any of them.
Alice in Wonderland is. I think Wade would have liked that film just because it's so trippy.
That's the thing. That and Alice in Wonderland and Pink Floyd's The Wall, I refuse to watch unless I'm tripping. And I'm past those days of acid, so it looks like I will never see those movies.
You don't have to be on acid because there's plenty of hallucinogenics in the movie for you.
Well, I mean, I know I don't have to, but I really want to.
It's awful.
It helps. It definitely helps.
It's so bad.
You know what's a good movie made even greater when you're high?
No.
A lot of them.
The Jungle Book, Welcome to the Jungle, starring Dwayne, which I just discovered today, by the way, people. Dwayne Johnson is also The Rock. Right? I know.
Way.
Are you talking about Jumanji?
Yeah, with The Rock and Kevin Hart. That movie's decent.
The Jungle Book.
Oh, did I?
Yeah. You did.
Did I mention I was sick with a cold and I'm also slightly high, dude?
No excuse, David. No excuse.
No, I'm just a dummy. I'll own up to it. Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle Book. That movie. No,
is it a musical? Because if it's a musical, I'm definitely not watching it.
No comment. No, but for real, the new Jumanji with The Rock, not the one that's coming out, but the one before. That movie was pretty good. Me and a couple of my friends took some edibles. The movie was amazing. After that, just not saying do drugs. I'm not saying that, but do drugs.
Okay.
Sponsored by SEN After. Do drugs.
No, people. We do not endorse that around here.
They endorse it.
Even though some of us may partake in those types of things, we do not endorse it.
We definitely
Some of us do not.
We definitely do. I speak for all of.
Some of us partake of a glass of wine every now and then.
No, guys, I'm kidding, guys.
Dude,
it's a joke.
David,
it's a bit. It's a
David,
bit.
you should have been here on our last episode of Afterlife when it was all four of us together. Kalyn and Sarah and Mike were all fucking drunk. And they, for real, dude, not kidding. They were all fucking drunk.
And we didn't plan it either.
No, they didn't. And then so I'm like, okay, well then if y'all are going to drink, I guess I'm going to smoke a little bit. So I smoked a little bit.
Nice.
And then we talked to Roka, and it was a hell of a lot of fun. Yeah.
I heard that interview too. All joking aside, that interview was really fun too as well.
Awesome.
Yeah. I also listened to the one you did with Kevin Smets. That was a really good one too.
That was so good. Wait, I meant to compliment you at the top of this. Yeah, I finally got to listen to the actual interview. And it was so good. I learned so much about Kevin Smets that I did not know.
Yeah, I also like how
cool.
I also like how at the end of that interview, Wade. I also like how you said the end of the interview that everyone should do drugs. So
that did not happen, but I will not say that.
That didn't happen.
I will not say that it's a bad thing not to do drugs. Or about how are we talking about drugs, dude? Let's not talk.
right, just to make it clear, SEN Afterlife does not endorse the participation or the partaking of illegal narcotics.
No, we do not.
It was a
So
joke.
if you're in a state where it's legal, please, by all means, have a blast.
Yeah, but if it's
Yeah.
not, don't do it. Or
Exactly.
at the very least, don't get caught. Don't get caught.
Yeah.
Does anyone want to know what I've watched on the Disney?
Do we?
Um,
I don't know if we do.
I don't know. I'm still thinking about it, to be honest.
Yeah, can we have like 5 minutes of dead air to think about it? Ready? And
Lasted a lot longer than I thought it would.
dude, I'll go all in. I want the listener to be like, "Is that it? Is that the show?"
Gosh. No, yeah, I know you, Kalyn. You love Disney, so you've been watching the shit out of it, I'm sure. What all you been checking? Probably the Lizzie McGuire stuff, High School Musical, stuff like that.
Wow,
Oh,
sexist
fuck
much?
High School Musical. No.
Sorry, shit.
I've
I
never
just assumed
watched.
Zac Efron. Woo woo.
No, that was after I had outgrown the Disney Channel. I have watched Peter Pan. I have
Nice.
watched, of course, The Mandalorian.
Mhm.
I've watched about half of Hunchback of Notre Dame.
A classic. Yes.
Is
We've
it Dom
watched
or Dame?
Dom. But if I'm talking about the college, it's Notre Dame.
Right on. All right.
But the big cathedral over in Europe is Notre Dame
In France.
in France. And I've watched half of Inside Out.
Please, you cunts. Did I get it that time?
Wow. No.
Damn
That was literally the worst thing said on the show today, and we said some pretty horrendous things, but that tops it. Congratulations!
I tried.
Congratulations, Wade. How do you feel now after saying that?
I feel terrible. Sorry,
You should,
Kalyn.
man. You should. You know what? Just
You're not forgiven.
You're in timeout.
Damn it.
You're in timeout for at least
All right.
5 minutes of radio silence. And
What? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Kalyn. The French came up, and I was like, maybe I can pull it off in French, but no.
no.
In fact, I did watch most of the pilot of Lizzie McGuire.
Ooh.
It doesn't hold up all that well. I watched the whole first season and part of the second season of Smart Guy,
Wow.
and that show does hold up. That show is still really funny. I've watched some episodes of Boy Meets World.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but is Smart Guy one of the things like he's a smart guy?
Yep.
Doo-doo. I can't believe I remember that. Yeah, that show was my jam back in the day. Oh, and that's on Disney Plus.
All of it's on Disney Plus. Except for some reason, there's one random episode missing from season 1, and I don't know why.
Disney censorship.
I know.
Yeah,
And
is it Boy Meets World or the girl one that ended up Maitland Ward is now a porn star? Was she on the Boy Meets World or the girl one?
I have no idea, but I do know that there's a couple episodes of Boy Meets World that did not re-air for a very long time because they dealt with sort of adult issues. So I know that the Disney Channel would not air them for a long time. So I don't know if I haven't sat and done a count of all the episodes to make sure that they're all there yet. But I've watched some of that more recently only because when I met my husband, he had seasons 1, 2, and 3 of Boy Meets World on DVD. So I've watched seasons 1, 2, and 3 over and over again anyway, and they're complete on DVD.
Yeah.
So
I own all the seasons on DVD as well. I love that show.
It's so great.
Yeah, it's a
But-
great show.
I have about 7 billion things I want to watch on Disney Plus.
Dang, you've been going hard on the Disney Plus.
Was Boy Meets World.
What?
She played Rachel McGuire
Oh
on
yeah.
Boy Meets
Yes.
World. She's a porn star now.
Oh, well, good for
Yeah.
her. She's very tall.
She's talented as well. In the porn, I mean, I'd never seen Boy Meets World.
Wow.
How would
This-
one? Never mind. I was going to ask a question. I don't want to ask it anymore.
Just you know what? If anyone would know, it would be Wade. Let's take.
Probably would be me.
Yeah, it's professional criticism. His professional opinion. For sure, he would know.
Okay.
I legit didn't know she did porn. By the way, I legit did not know that.
I just found this out like 2-3 months ago, and I didn't even know who the fuck she was before then. I saw some article that said Boy Meets World cast member now does porn, and I was like, what? Because you always hear of the porn stars trying to cross over into mainstream acting, but I've maybe heard of one case of a mainstream person who, I was just like, what? But yeah,
I've heard of a couple, but mostly wrestling related.
Oh
yeah.
So,
didn't one of the Teen Mom girls become a porn star?
Farrah Abraham or Abraham or something.
Wade would know. Wade would know.
Why did you pull that name so easily?
So quickly, too, might I add.
Know. Hey man, Pornhub is not in my the direct link is not in my favorites bar for nothing.
Oh my god!
There you go. I am so scared to look at your keywords for your searches. I'm
Bukkake!
Yeah, I knew it.
Oh my god!
Oh, woo, Bukkake, and then the second thing would be panties with tube top.
Wow.
I'm just kidding, guys.
What's tube top?
You know what a tube top is?
I do,
You're
but
a girl.
I know, but I feel like that's not a word that's been thrown around in the last 20 years.
Clearly, you don't watch porn, Kalyn.
Apparently, I do not.
Should have said crop top. That's hotter anyway.
No, he likes that 1990s, slightly blurry VHS porn videos.
You know it.
Do you put in spaghetti straps too when you're searching?
Talk about schlong on the table.
Joints torn off.
Also, tube tops tend to make women look very weirdly proportioned.
That is true. I should have said crop top. I'm sorry, Kalyn.
He should have said that, but he really meant tube top. We know.
Meant crop top. Sorry.
It was a Freudian slip right there, boy.
Why
shorts
do you
and
know
a
what
baby
a crop top is?
Because man's a professional. I just told you that.
No, I thought we just went over this. Like Pornhub is in my favorites bar, dude. I know these things.
Yeah, he's not kidding. This isn't a bit. This is real life right now.
Yeah, this is real. Like, okay, so when a couple 3 weeks ago or something, when I was talking about when I asked you whether or not I should ask Darina to help me sort out my confusion with my role in the world of BDSM, did you think I was kidding?
Yes, I thought that was just a bit.
I didn't.
Oh,
I knew
all
he was
right.
dead serious. He was dead
right
serious.
on. Cool.
No, this man has issues.
Huh.
I mean, hey, man, whatever.
There are professionals you could speak to.
There are professional BDM people I can talk to.
Yeah.
No, like professional therapists who can help you.
So now you're implying that the BDSM stuff is like I've got some sort of issues that I need help working through.
No, therapists can help you figure out like
you're kink shaming. No, you're kink shaming.
like
so I go to a therapist and they're like, so what are the problems? You know, what are we here to sort out today? And I'm like, well, I'm not sure if I'm a sub or a slave. I mean, there are benefits to both. I definitely feel more comfortable in the submissive role, Doc, but I'm just not sure if I'm ready to commit to completely submitting my will over in the slave role, or if I want to be a sub where I still have a little bit more say over what's going on with me. I mean, really, Kalyn, is that what you're suggesting?
Yes, a therapist could help you figure out yourself.
And then the therapist would go, "That's very interesting. What's with the crop tops?" And then he'll go, "Tube tops." And then he'll go, "This session's over. Session's over."
And you can find this documentary of my finding myself and my role in BDSM on Disney Plus, streaming next year.
No, you can't. But you can find it on youtube.com, soon to be released SEN After Live. I'm just kidding. That's not a real plug.
Oh my gosh, guys. I love it. I love you guys.
I don't know where I was going with that. That was a dumb joke. I apologize. I'm derailing the crap out of this. What were we talking about? Tube Tops.
We were talking about Disney Plus.
Oh yeah, Disney Top. All right, Disney Tops. Okay.
Disney Tops.
Disney Tops. Hey, you know who does have a crop top? Princess
yes.
Jasmine.
Oh, I was going to say Roxy.
She always has a crop top.
I know.
That's true too.
We need to send her some money so she could buy a full-length shirt.
Yeah, that poor girl.
Yes. You guys are great. Yeah, and we all watched The Mandalorian. Without spoilers, what are you guys' overall views on the first 2 episodes so far?
Love it.
It's really good, and I was telling David B before we started that I'm really digging the music.
Yeah, same. I know a lot of people had problems with it the first episode. I was digging it into the first episode. I was telling Kalyn, like, I like how the music changes the whole vibe of the show. Whereas like the imagery you see is like, oh, that's Star Wars, but the feeling you get from the show, especially because it comes out of the music, it doesn't feel like Star Wars. Even though it is Star Wars, it feels like something almost completely new. That whole like Western vibe thing, how the Mandalorian's almost like this quiet character, and you're portraying your own thoughts onto the character, and then the music helps you kind of like sometimes direct those thoughts of what the character might be thinking. He's expressionless. He's always in the full garb. And the music just I love the music, dude. I think it's great. And I've always loved that composer whose name I can never pronounce, but he's great.
Yeah. I like the music a lot too. I especially like the little tribal bits, and the flute reminds me of like some old kung fu style stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't care for that Rocky sounding music of them riding when Nick Nolte and him are riding those blurg things or whatever they're called across the desert.
Wow, you got it right.
Did I really? Crazy.
Yeah, me and Kalyn were legit struggling for like 20 minutes prior to the show. Like, what are those damn things called?
I couldn't remember. Sean kept saying it last night, and I just kept calling them slugs and then those things. But yeah, so blurg. Hey, I can't believe I got it. Yeah, I just that music, it did take me out of it right away. But I mean, other than that, I really dug it. You'd have to go back. We do have we'll go and plug this real quick before I say what I'm about to say. We just started a Mandalorian review show here on Merc with a Movie blog. Sean rounds that up for us. Sean and myself. Kalyn will be on when she can. Sarah jumped on a little bit for our first episode, but they'll be coming out following each new episode of The Mandalorian. But on there, I got in depth. I do have an issue with the way episode 1 ended. And I also have a major issue with what it appears something is based on episode 2. If it's what it seems like, it's just nothing but going back to the well, and I want to move on into new stuff. But other than that, I am extremely invested in this show already. I absolutely love it. I've watched the first episode 4 times and the second episode 2.5 times so far. So, yeah.
Well, I want to ask you what it is specifically, but no spoilers for people, just in case they haven't seen it. But
I'll tell you after we're done. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. It's a bet. Wow. I'm shook. I can't wait. All right. I personally love it. Again, no spoilers. I love the vibe of it. I love the character of the Mandalorian. I love the silent hero type. I loved the action scene in the first episode when they're it's in the trailer. So I don't think this is a spoiler, but that action scene where it's like they're in the desert and it's like this I guess like enemy hideout. That scene was great. In today's episode, I love the shenanigans that ensue. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Yeah.
I loved it though. That felt to me like classic Star Wars. Like, of course this would happen to him, which makes me think which makes me think again. This isn't really spoilers. You can just kind of. I don't think this is spoilers, but because they're not. And I think Christian mentioned this on the show this week, but they're not really mentioning planet names. So, but to me, this specific shenanigans that happened, it makes me think maybe they're on Tatooine. That would make sense, right?
I thought about it too. Yeah.
Yeah. But again, no spoilers. People have to go watch the episode. But I love that bit so much, dude. And then and just what Christian said today too, because I heard SEN live today prior to watching The Mandalorian. Like I was telling Kalyn before the show started, I stayed up really late here in Texas. Right, late. It's like 2 a.m. for us, right? To try to like catch the show, and it didn't come on, so I just knocked out. Woke up late, got to work like a couple of minutes late. Then I just worked from like 11 till 5 today. And I was originally gonna go watch The Parasite in theaters because I've been meaning to catch it. But then I was like, no, The Mandalorian drop. I'm gonna go home and watch that instead because internet would spoil it probably. So I came home right away, had like a quick dinner, and then I just watched The Mandalorian. And I like it. I like where it's going. I like the mystery of like what does everything mean? It's leaving us with more questions than answers, which I think is a good thing to hook you into a TV series. I like the vibe of it, the look of it. I like all the practical effects, and the little bit of CGI you get isn't distracting. It's actually very good CGI. And I wish I could talk more in depth about it, but I'll wait till we go off the air. But yeah, I love the shenanigans that ensued in this episode, and then how everything resolves itself at the end. I thought was just great.
Yeah. Are you, Kalyn?
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I don't catch everything that's like a reference to or an Easter egg to this or that or the other. Darren catches a lot more than I do, just because I haven't revisited the original trilogy a whole lot. So he's like, oh, that's this and that's that. And I'm like, okay. But it's like, you don't have to know any of that to enjoy it. I'm really, really enjoying it. I'm interested to see where the story goes. I'm really, really liking it. And parts of the show are largely quiet. There's no dialogue for minutes at a time, and it's still very enjoyable. So they're doing something very, very good.
I can't wait for more, that's for sure. And Bill Burr, I'm waiting for Bill Burr too. That should be good. He doesn't even like Star Wars, and it's just awesome that he's in it anyway.
I don't think it doesn't like it. It just never cared for it. But I automatically knew who he was on that trailer. Because you see that trailer, right? He if you look closely in I think it's the last trailer that dropped for The Mandalorian, he's there for like a split second. I was like, is that Bill Burr? And then you pause it, and I'm like, that's Bill Burr, that son of a bitch. I love Bill Burr too.
Yeah, he's great. That's gonna be fun. But yeah, with Disney Plus having launched now, what are our plans with our other streaming sites? Like me personally, I'm keeping Netflix just because there's a lot of stuff on there I still like. I intend on ditching Hulu. I very rarely use Hulu. It's just not worth it to me. It's not even worth the bundle for me to keep Hulu. But other than that, I'm just gonna, like I said, after Mandalorian, I'll probably end up ditching the Disney Plus just because I'm not a Disney kind of guy. There's very limited stuff on there for me. It's really not worth my money. But so I guess I might keep Hulu maybe. But I'm definitely not dropping anything because I got Disney Plus. I had planned on dropping Hulu anyway. I didn't even really intend to pay for it last month, but I forgot to deactivate it, and it took it out of my account.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Well,
I'll let Kalyn go first. You can go ahead.
So.
Oh, please, David, ladies first.
That's what I said. You son of a bitch.
I'm not really planning to cancel anything. Now we did cancel Sling TV because now my husband has ESPN. We did the bundle, the ESPN, Disney, and Hulu bundle. And so we canceled Sling because literally all he used it for was to sort of keep up with sports. And we've got Hulu through that. we have Netflix and HBO and Amazon Prime, which we have Amazon Prime kind of by default because we use actual Prime shipping so much. So we would have that anyway. That's got nothing to do with streaming. We don't use the streaming part of it all that often. But I don't know that we're ditching any of the stuff I named except for Sling TV. Netflix, I just don't see us ever ditching Netflix.
Yeah.
I use it I just watch it a lot.
Yeah.
For this or that or the other, nothing in particular.
Yeah, I don't think I've never really had Hulu except for like free trials. There's nothing on there particularly that interests me. So I don't have like cable or satellite, but I do have like internet TV. I have PlayStation View, which unfortunately is going out of commission come January, but I really just use that more for like the sports stuff, just because I watch a lot of sports, and there's not like a single place I can get all my sports just yet, I don't think, unless you guys know something that I don't. But nope. I use PlayStation View a lot for the sports. And my parents, like my parents are kind of like Christian's parents. They're old school. They like to like channel flip a lot, especially my dad. He really likes like Nat Geo and Discovery and like all those like documentary style like channels. So I mostly keep it for them. But I've never had Hulu. I have Amazon Prime. There's a couple of things I've liked on Amazon Prime. I like The Boys on there. I'm enjoying the Jack Ryan series a lot. There's occasionally a couple of movies on there. I'm like, oh, they have this on there, and I'll watch it and stuff. Yeah, but I don't see myself canceling anything right now either. If anything, I might get another subscription soon, just because I got to check out this Watchmen TV series on HBO.
Oh, are neither of you watching one?
No, I don't have HBO, but
I have HBO, but I've never seen it.
Oh, I don't know what the hell's going on, but it's so good.
Yeah, I gotta watch it, and I love The Watchmen. I love the original novel. I was okay with Zack Snyder's rendition of the movie as well. I thought it was as close as we can get, I thought, at the time. Obviously, an actual graphic novel, right? You have more time to tell a story. Like Alan Moore told that story in the span of a year, so obviously you can't fit all of that in the movie. But I feel like Zack Snyder got relatively close. I know I'm probably the minority in that. But yeah, if anything, I'll probably get something else. I recently canceled my Apple Music because Spotify was just a little bit better. But other than that, nope. I'm keeping my Netflix. I'm keeping Disney Plus for a year. I'll keep my Prime. I've never had Hulu. And I'll probably still keep my internet TV till sports is no longer a thing. But that'll never happen, so we're fine.
Oh yeah.
So you mentioned the Watchmen graphic novel, so you've read the whole thing?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm currently reading it. So my husband ordered a copy of it. And I have a question for y'all. Do you ever read while you poop?
Yeah, of course, all the time.
Yeah. Okay,
No.
so it's a totally normal thing to read while you poop.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess, if you guys say so.
My husband ordered a copy of the Watchmen graphic novel. We were both trying to read it, like just at random whenever we had a chance. I took it in the bathroom to read it while I pooped. I took it back out, and my husband's like,
"Women poop?"
Yes. And then he's like, you took it into the bathroom. I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. It's not like I touched it with poop or something, And so anyway, next thing I know, I open a package from Amazon, and it's a second copy of the graphic novel. And I'm like, why did you order a second copy? He's like, because I want you to keep the poop book. And I'm going to read this one.
Wow.
Oh, Pookie, that's funny.
Wow.
But I don't see, people have been bringing books into the bathroom with them since books have existed and bathrooms have existed.
Yeah, and magazines and stuff. It'd be one thing. It'd be one thing if it's like you borrowed the book or you bought it like from like a half price books or something, because then it's like, well, you don't know where that book's been. So yeah, but you're his wife, like, plus it's his house. Like everyone's germs in it, yours and his. So what does it matter? I don't get it.
Only magazine or anything I've ever taken into a bathroom with me was a Hustler.
Why?
Nice.
No, don't answer that. Never mind.
You know
Yeah.
why. You know the
I
answer.
know. I was about to counter your question
You know
with
the
why are
answer.
you asking why?
He reads the articles.
I read the articles in Hustler. Great articles.
Well,
Right?
on that note,
Yes, on that note, that'll do it for us here this week, guys, on SEN After Live, our unofficial SEN Live After Show. David B., thanks for joining us, buddy. It was great.
Yeah,
thank you and your bass. As always, you're welcome back anytime, but you got anything you want to plug, man? Tell the folks where you got social media going on, anything like that?
Yeah, you can find me on the socials at DavidBMusic21 on Twitter and Instagram. You can find me on YouTube, although I'm not that active on YouTube, at David B Music. But more importantly, if you're a fan of the Schmoedown, I'll be releasing the new themes that I wrote for the family and Who's the Boss on my artist page anywhere you stream music, whether it be Spotify, iTunes, Amazon Music, anywhere you stream music. I promise you I'm most likely there. You can look for me at David B Music. That's David B, period, and then the word music. And anything Schmoedown related, I drop it on there. So, yeah.
Excellent. Kalyn, where can the people find you at?
they can find me on Twitter at KalynRose715. That's KALYN 715, or reading my Watchmen graphic novel while pooping.
Excellent. You do know that your Twitter is locked, right, Kalyn?
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. What does that mean?
I would assume it means that no one can see your profile or talk to you or anything or follow you or anything like that.
Then how do I have 16 followers?
I don't know. They're probably all your friends and family.
No, they're not. One of them is a friend or family. Two of them.
Oh, well, then I don't know.
No, I get things all the time randomly that's like, this person's now following you.
All right. Well, never mind. And you can find that's great. You can find me on the Twitter if you care to at J Wade 1134. That is the letter J, WADE 1134.
Mhm.
You can also find this show as well as Talking Schmoedown. Go Get That Rose, Afterlife. What else we got here? We got the Mandalorian review show. Of course, this show here. You can find them on your Merc with the Movie blog feeds on Anchor, as well as your other podcasting platforms. Check out YouTube also, the Merc with the Movie blog channel there. We should be having these shows up there coming soon. Follow Merc with the Movie blog at Movie Blog Merc on the Twitter, or mercwithamovieblog.com online. And yeah, hey, thank you guys very much for joining us this week. Next week we are scheduled with Brad Gilmore on the show, so that should be a whole hell of a lot of fun.
The boat himself.
Yes, the boat.
The boat.
So until then, everybody have a great week and be safe.